Hey guys, so today I'm going to show you how to make a ladybug and a butterfly. So to make the ladybug, you need a 6-inch heart, a 260, and a 160. So the 6-inch heart, you need to inflate 5 pumps. The 260, you need to inflate 1 pump. And the 160, you need to inflate 1 pump, which I've already done to try to make this a shorter video. So you want to attach your 260 to your 6-inch heart. And then we're going to do 3 bubbles. We're going to do a 1-inch bubble, another 1-inch bubble, and then a 2-inch bubble, and we're going to make all of them into pinch twists. So you're going to squeeze it to soften it. Then we're going to do our 1-inch bubble. You can see. Now it's pinch twist. Our next 1-inch bubble. Okay. Now we're going to do our 2-inch bubble. So there's that. Okay, now we're going to pinch off our remaining balloon, and we're going to trim the bottom to let all the air out, and we're going to figure 8 it into the pinch twists. And then we're going to cut off the excess. Okay, so now you have your eyes and your mouth, and I'm going to go ahead and trim off the beginning neck part. As well. Okay, so there's your eyes and your mouth. Now you want to take your extra part of the 260 that you trimmed off, and you want to squeeze all of the air out. And then we're going to figure 8 this into the eyes and the mouth as well. Okay. When you're done with that, we're just going to wrap it and figure 8 the other end into it. So now I'm just going to adjust the eyes. And then we're going to make the antennas. So with the antenna, you want your 160, again with just 1 pump. Soften it. And then we're going to make a small bubble, 1-inch bubble. Now where the inflated part ends, make sure you're holding on to where the bubble is. Where the inflated part ends, you want to trim so it lets all the rest of the air out. And then cut where you trimmed it And then you're going to take at the bottom and hold it so none of the air comes out when you let go of the top part. And then we're going to tie that. And we're going to do the same thing with the remainder of the 160 that we just cut. Now you want to tie your two bubbles together. And then I'm going to trim off the excess on the bottom and the top. So I'm going to start with the bottom part. And then I'm going to do the top, getting as close to the knot on the top as possible. Now we just feed it through between the eyes and the mouth. And then we're going to come up behind the eyes. So there is your finished ladybug, all ready for your party. Now, I decorated mine, and what I used was a black Sharpie for the spots, and I used a white painter's pen made by Elmer's. I got it at Hobby Lobby, and I used that for the eyes, and then I used the black Sharpie to make the black part of the eyes. And if you're doing anything where you are drawing on balloons, these come in a lot of different colors, and these are perfect for drawing on balloons. I highly recommend them. So next we have our butterfly. So for the butterfly, you're going to use 4 of the 6-inch hearts. You're going to use 1 260 and 1 160. So for the first 2 hearts, you want to inflate them 5 pumps like we did the ladybug. And for the second set of hearts, we're going to do 3 pumps. Now the only reason I only inflated one of these because I want to show you if you want to have that little heart arch when you're not fully inflating these, then you want to take your heart balloon and you want to push it so that the nozzle is pretty high up, and then right where it stops become the neck of the balloon and it's no longer the heart, you want to hold that so that when you inflate it, the air doesn't go into the neck. So we're going to do 3 pumps, and then we're going to tie them together. And then we're going to take these 2 and twist them together. Now we're going to take our 260 and we're going to soften it. And then we're going to make a 1-inch bubble that we are not going to be using for anything. We're going to get rid of it in a second. Then we're going to make another 1-inch bubble. Turn that into a pinch twist. Make another 1-inch bubble. Also into a pinch twist. And then we are going to get rid of the first bubble. So I'm going to pinch, I don't know if you can see, right where it's next to the knot. and I'm going to cut right at that pinched part so that way it doesn't pop. And then I'm going to figure 8. And then I'm going to cut off the extra. So now this is going to be the head and this is going to be the body. So we're going to put the head between the bigger heart balloons, and then we're going to wrap. Well, we want to soften it first. And then we want to wrap the rest of it through. And then if you can see, this part is longer, so we're going to twist off part of this so that it's the same size as the first part. And then I'm going to wrap it in. And then I'm going to hold it so it doesn't come loose while I deflate the rest. And then I will finish wrapping it in by doing a figure 8. And then trimming off the excess on that. There is your butterfly, and you can of course leave it like this, but I'll also show you how to do the antennas. So the antennas are done the same way as the Ladybug. You have the 160 with the 1 pump. We're going to do the small 1-inch bubble, deflate, cut where we deflated it, and then tie it off. Now make sure when you're tying these and you're tightening the knot that you are pushing the knot away from the deflated part, not away from the inflated part, because the tension can cause tiny holes in the latex, and if you're doing it on this side, then it can make a hole and leak out all the air. But if you're doing it on this side, it's not going to matter if it makes a hole because there's no air there anyways. So then we're going to do the same thing with the remainder of the 160. So just 1 pump. Twist off some extra so that we can tie it off. And we're going to make sure that it's a similar size to the first one. And we're going to tighten it up, making sure to push towards the inflated part. And we're going to tie these two together. And then I'm going to trim off some of the excess. As well as some of the excess on top. Okay, so now to attach the antenna, it's similar to the Ladybug. We're going to go between the head and the body, and then we're going to pull it up through the center. So now you have your butterfly. And what I did is I took a Sharpie and I drew a little face. Of course you don't need to, it's cute either way. But you can, you know, decorate it how you want. You can get some of the different colored paint markers and make different designs on the wings if you want. But there you have your Ladybug and your butterfly. Bye!